Welcome back to Eugene's birthday special, everybody. We're in part 72. We're going to play Jeopardy Deluxe Edition for the Super NES. See if we can add on to Eugene's birthday bank. Here we go. We just finished Tetris Attack for the Super NES. What will Jeopardy Deluxe have in store? Yeah, that's my guy. Taking on Rob and Jim. It's an all-guys game. Here we go. Categories I'm going to be dealing with for this game are going to be bays, U.S. cities, sheep, spelling, march, and finally, singers and roles. Okay. These are good categories. I'm going to start things off with bays for 100.
The answer is...
Purdue Bay on this state's north coast has grown rapidly since oil was found in 1968. I'm going to say, what is Alaska? Yep. How about we take bays for 200? Daily double, just like that. 500. James Bay is a bay within this large Canadian bay. What is Hudson Bay? Yep. I'll take bays for 300, please.
The answer is...
The city by the bay is by this bay. What is San Francisco? San Francisco Bay. That's right. Can we take bays for 400, please?
The answer is...
The waters in this lake's green bay often appear blue. I will say, what is Lake Michigan? And we'll take bays for 500.
The answer is...
Nova Scotia and New Brunswick border this bay, known for having the world's highest tides. What is the Bay of Fundy? Ran the category. How about March for 100, please?
The answer is...
Answer there. It's often said that March comes in like a lion and goes out like this animal. What's a lamb? March 200.
The answer is...
On March 27th, 1964, North America's most intense recorded earthquake, an 8.4, hit this state. What is Alaska? Yep. Let's take 300, March.
The answer is...
March 19th is the traditional day the Swallows return to this California mission. Excuse me. What is San Juan Capistrano? That is correct. March 400.
The answer is...
According to the Julian calendar, Caesar died on this day in 44 BC. What is March 15th? Yep. March for 500.
The answer is...
This was Inauguration Day in the U.S. until the 20th Amendment changed it to January 20th. I think I'll let Rob have this one since I don't quite remember. March 4th. Alright, so Rob has his first bit of cash. What category? Spelling, 100.
The answer is...
Answer there. A 200th anniversary. What is a bicentennial? That is correct. Spelling 200.
The answer is
This spider was named for Taranto, Italy. What is a tarantula? Spelling 300.
the answer is
The name of this dish is German for sour cabbage. What is sauerkraut? How about spelling for 400?
the answer is
These blood vessels connect your arteries and veins. What are the capillaries? No, that's wrong. Either that or I spelled it wrong, so I dropped down to $3,000. Rob. Yeah, capillaries. I put an E instead of an I after the P. So Rob spelled it correctly and he got the cash. Spelling 500.
the answer is
The picture writing of ancient Egypt. What are hieroglyphics? What is hieroglyphics? $3,500, yep. How about sheep for 100?
the answer is
The East Frisian breed isn't raised for its wool, but for this. Jim. It's milk, and that was my guess, but I wasn't 100% sure. U.S. cities 100.
the answer is
Answer there. The capital of South Carolina was built to placate those who felt Charleston was too far south. What is Columbia? U.S. cities 200.
the answer is
The cost of its office space is only 1/3 that of Tokyo, but it's still the highest in the U.S. What is New York? Yep, New York. Let's take U.S. cities 300.
the answer is
The Bowling Red Barn, where the company started, forms the core of this city's Museum of Flight. What is... I'm going to say what is Kitty Hawk. No, it's not Kitty Hawk. Back down to 3,500. Let's see if Jim knows this any better than I do. Oh, no, he doesn't. So he's going to go into the hole where he belongs. That is incorrect, Jim. Rob, do you know this any better than I do? Seattle! Seattle, Washington. Alright. Rob, next election. Sheep for 200.
the answer is
Wild sheep named after this Venetian explorer live at very high elevations in Central Asia. Who's Marco Polo? Could we have sheep for 300?
the answer is
In this 1936 Chaplin film, a bunch of sheep seem to be turning into a bunch of folks going to work. What is Modern Times? Sheep for 400.
the answer is
Sarah Josepha Hale wrote about a little lamb that followed Mary to this place. What is school? And sheep for 500, please.
The answer is.
Take the wool off a sheep, or pull the wool over someone's eyes and steal him blind. Fleece. Oh, yeah. So Jim has some cash back. 7 clues left, Jim. Where are we going? Yo City's 400.
The answer is.
This city's polluted Cuyahoga River caught fire in 1969, but has been cleaned up since then. Cleveland. Cleveland, Ohio. Alright. Singers and roles 100.
The answer is.
Answer there. The Beatle who wrote and starred in Give My Regards to Broad Street. I'm going to take a guess on this one, and I'm going to say who is John Lennon. It is not John Lennon. Paul. It was Paul McCartney. US City's 500.
The answer is.
Missouri town of 11,000 where you find Westminster College and a Winston Churchill Memorial. Jim. Fulton, Missouri. $200.
The answer is.
Michael Jackson's first feature film was this musical. What is The Wiz? $300, please.
The answer is.
Country singer who played Buck, a country singer in Honeysuckle Rose. Oh gosh, I don't know this. Well, Rob doesn't know. Jim. He doesn't know either. Well, I don't know, so I'm not buzzing in. It was Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson. 400.
The answer is.
Frank Sinatra won an Oscar for his role as Maggio in this 1953 Oscar-winning film. What is From Here to Eternity? Now the last clue.
The answer is.
Judy Garland played Esther in A Star is Born in 1954. She played the role in the 1976 remake. Who is Barbra Streisand? Yep, so I have 5,400. Jim has 1,000. Rob has 900, so he will go first in Double Jeopardy. We're going to deal with these 6 categories in Double Jeopardy. We have TV actors, tools, world literature, ballet, starts with me and in quotation marks, and finally, architecture. Okay. Rob, you're in 3rd place. Let's begin with you. Tools for 200.
The answer is.
Before cars came with electric starters, you started the engine by turning one of these tools. What is a crank? Tools for 400.
The answer is
Add down to this cultivating tool and you'll have a country dance party. What is a hoe? Let's have tools for 600.
the answer is
Used as a lever, it got its name because its forked end resembles a blackbird's foot. What is a crowbar? Tools for 800.
the answer is
A small broom or a small kitchen tool for whipping eggs. What's a whisk? Tools for 1,000.
the answer is
The biggest one of these swingline products can dispense 10,000 pieces of wire without refill. What is a stapler? Ran the category like it was absolutely nothing. Architecture 200.
the answer is
If a church's interior is cruciform, it's shaped like this. What's a cross? Tools for 400. Daily double? I'm gonna bet it all. Found in Gothic architecture, these supports can be clasping or flying. What are buttresses? Architecture for 600.
the answer is
The term for a round hall surmounted by a dome. The U.S. Capitol has a famous one. What's a rotunda? Architecture 800.
the answer is
From the Greek for one stone, it's a structure of one solid piece, like an obelisk. What's a monolith? And architecture for 1,000.
the answer is
The three classical orders of Greek architecture were Doric, Ionic, and this. What is Corinthian? Well done in that category, 1906. Ballet 200.
the answer is
Frederick Ashton played one of the ugly stepsisters in this ballet he choreographed. What is Cinderella? Let's have ballet for 400.
the answer is
Susan Yaffe performed part of this expiring bird ballet at George Bush's inaugural gala. What is Swan Lake? Ballet for 600.
the answer is
The Moors Pavane is a ballet of love, death, and betrayal based on this play. What's Othello? And ballet for 800.
the answer is
In the ballet Sylvia, this goddess of the hunt mortally wounds the villain with an arrow. Goddess of the hunt. Okay, I have to think about that. Goddess of the hunt. I'm gonna just guess and say who is Venus. No, it's not Venus. Oh! I know it now. Ah. Just now dawned on me, but it's okay, it's okay. It's Diana, yeah, it just now dawned on me. But, we're not gonna worry about it. Starts with me for 200. The other daily double. Well, I know he's going to go all in, so let's see the clue. Seen in August, the Perseids are this type of shower. And he doesn't know it's a meteor. Meteor. Okay. Moving on to world literature for 200.
The answer is
Called the greatest of all Latin poets, he's most noted for the Aeneid. Rob. Virgil. Uh-huh. World literature 400.
the answer is
Lady Sai Shanagon wrote Pillow Book. Gotsby story is considered a classic of this story. What is... I have between two of them. It's either China or Japan. I'm just going to go with Japan. It is, I picked the right one. World literature 600.
the answer is
The Ghost of Christmas Present appears in this Dickens novel. What's a Christmas Carol? Could have world literature 800.
the answer is
Playwrights born there include Dion Boucicault, John Gregory, John Synge, and Samuel Beckett. What is the Lake District? Oh no. I forget. Oh, Ireland. Oh, Ireland. Fritz. Ballet 1000.
the answer is
Oh, don't drop the controller. A pop poisson is a movement in which a dancer bends her body like one of these creatures. What's a fish? There we go. I will take World Literature 1000.
the answer is
This British author's book, Ascendant, is an account of his spying exploits in World War I. Somerset Maugham. Starts with me for 400.
the answer is
Sap-sucking insect named for a white, sticky cornmeal-like powder found on its body. What is the mealybug? Starts with me for 6.
the answer is
Saint Jerome was critical of those who used the end to justify these. The means. Starts with me for 800.
the answer is
Siena College basketball games were once closed to the public due to this disease. What are the measles? Starts with me for 1,000.
the answer is
An extreme U-bend in a river, or to wander aimlessly and idly without fixed direction. What is meander? $200.
the answer is
Telly Savalas first played this role in the 1973 TV movie, The Marcus Nelson Murders. Rob. He doesn't have a clue. Then why'd you even buzz in if you don't know? Theo Kojak. Oh, okay. She plays Jessica Fletcher on Murder, She Wrote. Who's Angela Lansbury? TV actors and roles for 600.
The answer is
Of Meshach, Shadrach, or Abednego, the one who plays Anthony on Designing Women. Who is Meshach? $800.
the answer is
John Goodman has become a new kind of sex symbol, playing her hefty husband on TV. Who is Roseanne? That last clue.
the answer is
In his only major TV role, he played Inspector Steve Keller on the streets of San Francisco. Alright, let's see if Jim knows this. No, he's going to lose half his cash. Michael Douglas. So Rob has $2,600. Jim is $1,000. I have $25,200. So we're going to add more money to Eugene's birthday bank. The category is artists. I'm going to go just 200 only. In return for film rights, Japanese TV financed a 12-year work cleaning his Vatican frescoes. I'll just say who is Vincent Van Gogh. Alright.
the final Jeopardy answer is
It's Michelangelo. So Eugene's going to get a total of $25,000 this segment, which is not terrible. Yep, so I will drop down to $25,000, but I don't think he'll be too terribly upset about that. But we'll go ahead and wrap it up for this segment of his birthday special, and I'll see you all for the next one in just a bit.